All right, we're here at MaryAnn Exler, and MaryAnn's had a phenomenal year in entering into our Client of the Year contest, and we're real excited to hear about how she's done and also see what MaryAnn has in store for her year to follow. So, MaryAnn, how did you hear about BodyBlast?
You know, I was searching on the internet actually because I really do believe that I wanted to see if I could find something that combined diet and exercise, not just the gym and equipment and things like that. My dad's a trainer, so I know it's a twofold. I have never ever seen something that actually has on its website that this is about everything. This is about nutrition and about exercise and weight training. And when I saw that, and then I saw all the different testimonials, I said, this is a place that I want to try. Plus, two wonderful people, the Zizas are here, and I totally trust them, and I knew if they were here, then this was a place I wanted to come. Because as a mom, we all just delve into the lives of our children and we forget who we are, and I allowed that to happen. I have two beautiful girls who are now 27 and 25, but they were my everything, so I forgot about me. I made it all about them, and it was so much easier just to lay off of working out and eat whatever I wanted to and not watch and not track, and I let it happen for basically, I'll be 54 in October, and it started in my 40s, and then when menopause hit, the body changed even more, so it was time to get help. I couldn't do it on my own.
Okay.
In my 40s, I just lost track of who I was. I wasn't important anymore. My girls were so important, and what they needed, and my job too. I worked for a church, and I'm there to help everybody else, and I just totally didn't help me anymore.
Yeah.
You know.
And then what?
I got lost. I couldn't do elevators anymore, so we went to a hockey game, and I had to walk up the steps over at the arena. I was so out of breath, and I was always in such unbelievable shape. I kept thinking, now this is affecting my health. This is not a vanity thing anymore. In my 20s and 30s, when I was really, working out and all that, and even my early 40s, it was a vanity thing. I wanted to look great. And that was the other thing that was real surprising. In my 40s, I didn't care what I looked like anymore. And then when it affected I developed high blood pressure. And then I was out of breath, and I thought, if I don't do anything, and it's something about this, I'm not going to be around to see my girls get married, to see their children. And that was the motivator that I said, this is time that I really have to invest in me. Because moms don't invest time in themselves. They just invest time in their kids and their husbands. When I first started, I was nervous and excited because I haven't been in a formal gym in years. And I didn't know what was in store. But I was excited because I wanted to see what you would create to help me on this process. Because like I said, I can't do it on my own. I need support. I've lost 10% of my body fat. And besides those numbers, I am so different than that person that first came in here. The first person that came in here, like I said to you, I was afraid. That was a big thing because I kept thinking I couldn't physically do this. Because so many of my girlfriends said, we're in our 50s. We can't do this stuff. You shouldn't be doing this. What are you doing? And I would be out of breath. I would be lightheaded. I'd think, I cannot do this. I'd be always afraid. I was afraid.
Yeah.
And now I can't wait to come in, and like I just said to you, to see what torture you have in store.
Oh, yeah.
And I told you before, I am so empowered when I walk out that door.
Good.
I feel like I can run up a mountain and work circles, and I do work circles around everybody else. Well, I have to admit, we do I work at St. Charles, we do a summer CCD program with 320 to 350 kids at a pop. I have 5 different buildings. I've done it for the last 3 years. Every day I would be exhausted, running from building to building. I don't break a sweat. I still have more energy at the end of the day. I have a lot of energy to begin with, but I'm even more vibrant for the kids. I'm better at work. And when you feel better about yourself, you're just kinder to everybody else. You're more willing to take on other things. You become more creative, and it's been an eye opener for me, because this is also proving that I can go beyond the normal boundaries that a 54-year-old would have.
Absolutely,
and I
yeah.
can do more and more. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning.
Absolutely.
My big thing is I can't say no.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, with your help, and people don't realize, you do help people physically and mentally, but spiritually as well. And you have let me see that when I say I don't say no to anybody else, I'm really saying, I keep saying no to me.
Yeah.
And now it's my time to say yes to me. I matter. I matter, even if I have to now, my day planner, which is filled with parents, and my kids still need me, my parents are still living. I make time for coming in here, and I'm not going to miss my time here. And now, even with that suggestion you have now, before I leave for the day from work, because I go right by here, to come in here, and even if I'm 15 minutes on a treadmill and then I stretch, that's my time for me to recenter my head. So when I leave work at work, and I can go home and now concentrate even more on me.
Good.
So it changed my whole head.
And that's been a big process for you.
It's a big process. It's been a long process for me because I always equate being selfless, which is a good thing, and selfish, but they aren't the same things.
No, yeah.
That's why they say on the airplane, put the mask on yourself before you help somebody else.
Exactly.
And it's taken me a while, but now I'm finally getting, I have to help me so I can help all these other people and continue to do what I do.
Absolutely good.
I would say the same way that you believe in so many other people, and the way that you talk to them and give them such a pep talk to yourself. I think sometimes talk to me like I'm talking to my best friend, because I don't talk to myself that way. And believe in myself. I would say, believe in yourself, you can do this. Look how far you've already come, what things you've accomplished in life. Now this is the next thing that's so important to me. This is so, besides my children and my husband and my family, this is the most important thing to me, really. Because if I can get myself even more healthy and more fit, I have a whole nother half of life to do the fantastic things in.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do this for me. Like you just said, I have to fill my cup up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've been going around with a half-filled cup.
Yeah, that's a tough state to work in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what's happening next? What are you doing? What's the vision?
Now it's time. You know what? You always said it's 80% diet and 20% exercise. Well, I did the easy part first, which wasn't easy. But I delved with that exercise. And now that is it's part of my life. I need to make the nutrition and diet just as much a part of my life. And I'm trying. I actually I'm a food addict. So I have isolated through your help. With me, it's times. It's not really the food, it's the times I eat and then what that creates me to then go to as my drug of choice.
Related to stress.
It's all stress. It's all stress. And it's, I'm one of those people, I eat when I'm happy and when I'm sad. But now I have to think of other things to do. Because once my body is fueled, I shouldn't be using it as a crutch.
Yeah. Well, what did I tell you to do? When you deal with that energy.
Oh, with you and with me, because I can actually feel it. It is that the stress comes into me like that energy. That energy has to go somewhere, not in eating the food. So now I walk around outside.
Good, yeah.
I'll come over here and work out. I'll go think of something else to do. I'll go create, go read, because I am that type of person. That energy has to go someplace.
Yeah.
And before it was coming in and going out. You said to me before, the other thing I love when you say, it's just a cupcake. It's just a cupcake. It isn't the answer to my prayers.
No, yeah.
And now I have to look at it as, I don't need that. But I do have to get out of the situation, because that's the whole thing with me. The situation puts me into the kitchen, and then I'm done.
Yeah, remove yourself, right?
I do. Now I remove myself from that.
That's good. Well, MaryAnn, congratulations on a fantastic year. I'm really excited to see how you do next by tackling that food, because you're right, with the training part, which you've done phenomenal on. That's like such a huge paramount piece to it, but the nutrition is the other huge piece. So when you're doing them both at the same time, big changes are yet to come. So very excited to see how you do, and congratulations on entering the contest, and I wish you luck, and excited to see how you get doing that too as well.
Thank you so much.